everything, right?
Yeah.
It is everything.
Body.
So imagine if you had a whole...
Oh, yeah. So you can't, if matter can't be created or lost, though.
In this case, it can be, because it's literally leaving reality. It ceases to exist. It's like... I don't know how to describe it. It just...
exist, you acoustic faggot.
It's just something... It literally doesn't exist anymore. It's like sucking it out of... It's just gone. There's no... It rips it apart and then destroys all the tiny particles that are left.
Let's eat our food in the
But what do you mean it
shower.
gets destroyed at the atomic level? Doesn't that mean that it's just creating a ton of energy? Because isn't like those big old atoms...
the energy itself is being sucked out of reality itself.
Holy crap, that's like freaking deep. Dude, I don't understand. I mean, I don't believe any of that religious crap, but what
Have you ever heard of entropy?
I'm familiar, or I've heard the term, but I don't know what it is.
Okay, so basically, so you know how everything is moving out slowly, right? The universe?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so here's the basic principle behind entropy. So, new stars are born from, like, nebulas and gas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with stars...
Actually, you're wrong.
Okay, tell me. With stars, you get...
They're born out of your asshole.
No, but so with the stars, you get planets, asteroids, moons, basically everything, right?
Pete's asshole.
Well, stars run out of energy eventually, and they blow up, obviously, or they just shrink and die, and they make black holes. So, what's happening is, this is entropy. Everything's expanding out quickly, and all the stars are getting farther and farther apart, because they're all expanding infinitely out, right?
Yeah.
So what's going to happen eventually is all the stars will be so far apart they can't see each other anymore. There's just empty space, and they will all die out eventually. We know specifically how many stars there are, so we know eventually there will be nothing left. And when there's nothing left, all the planets will cease to exist, and nothing will exist. Literally nothing. It'll just be black.
Will I not exist?
Yes, you will be dead.
Oh, thank God.
But then... I'm very confused.
Go ahead and ask. I'll try to explain it.
Then what happens to... I don't understand how it all goes away, though.
Okay, so if all the stars burn out and explode into black holes, right?
Mm-hmm.
They will suck all the matter around them into the black holes. And if all the stars are infinitely spreading apart, then eventually there's just going to be nothing left. Think about it. They're all spreading apart, so they have their own little area, and they're all going out infinitely into nothingness. And then when they run out of energy, each one, they'll pull and absorb each thing.
I get it.
And so eventually, 37 billion years, I believe, there will literally be nothing in the entire universe. So no galaxies, we have no idea why it started. We don't know why there's a Big Bang. But we know that it's going to end in literally nothing existing.
It's because the black people did it.
There's going to be no matter left.
Well, here's the thing, though. Where do you think that the all the stuff came from?
Well, we know for a fact, due to measuring what's it called? Waves going through space, UV waves and other wave types, that we know but we know how, like, the universe was originally compounded into one single point. So imagine everything, like all matter, in one dot. It's so...
Yeah, but where did that one dot come from?
We don't know. We don't know where.
Then maybe you should figure it out, Jack.
The thing is, the universe
But here's the thing, why would there just be all of a sudden nothing? Like, where wouldn't there
It's not all of a
just be
sudden,
another
it's
dot?
a gradual process.
What if everything just started coming together and then made...
Right.
And
well,
then it made a little dot again, and then it starts all over again.
There's a theory about that, yeah. It's called the Big Crunch. It's another scientific theory. It states that after everything dies and spreads out, it'll magically form again into a single point and explode again. But if that's true, that has some pretty scary implications. Because what that means is there's no such thing as free will, right? Because think about this.
What is free
will? Free will is the ability to change what's going to happen to you. It's that nothing's predetermined,
but you can't.
right?
Yeah.
So here's the idea. If it's true that the universe just spreads out, dies, restarts over and over in a cycle, then that would mean that the same things happen in the same way every time, right? So the same asteroid hits the Earth gets formed, you are born in the same way, meaning that it's an endless cycle where there is no free will because everything has already happened multiple times in different universes.
Okay, that makes sense. That's crazy.
No, it doesn't.
I kind of like the multi-dimensional theory, to be honest. I think it's pretty cool.
Multi-universal? Well,
yeah.
It's impossible to know for sure. We'll never know because there's no way to leave the universe. The thing is, all of our spaceships and everything and us are built out of matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And matter gets destroyed as soon as it enters a wormhole or a black hole, so there's no way to leave, so we don't know.
Could we change that? Could humans change that?
If we live
if we eat our food in the shower.
I mean, if we live long enough where we're like a galactic empire, and we research enough technology, maybe we could try. I mean, it's like someone from the caveman era trying to predict what will, we have no way of knowing what we're gonna be like.
But could we make ourselves survive for a really long time?
Yeah. One of the biggest technologies right now is going to be genetics and nanorobotics, which is basically replacing your organs so that you almost never die. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
But most likely, this is the reason I wish more presidents would care about space travel. Most likely, the Earth will be destroyed before we get off it. That's the most likely scenario.
You know what I think?
If it doesn't, then maybe Sebastian. But what? Thomas?
Catch me outside. How about that?
Okay.
Catch me outside. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? Hey. Catch me outside. How about that? Hey, Jack.
What?
Catch me outside. How about that?
Oh, okay.
Jack, just fucking respond.
I already just said it's a good meme, so he'll shut up.
It's not a good meme. You're wrong.
It's really
I'm gonna
not,
keep
you're
saying
right.
it now. Catch me outside. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? Alright, who's gonna kill themselves first?
Me.
This is some pretty deep stuff, not gonna lie.
Which one are you watching?
No, just this.
Thing we're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Want to hear something else kind of
Come
interesting
on,
about
tablet,
that?
stop being
Yeah.
a bitch.
So, there's something called the Fermi paradox, which basically says, so if the universe has been around for like an infinite amount of time, right? We don't know
hear
when the
Jack. What the hell? Alright.
Big Bang started, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if that's true, and we know that there are an infinite amount of planets, basically, then obviously there would be some that have the conditions for life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so here's the deal then. If there's been infinite time, why are there not alien ships whizzing all around space that we see every day? Because, think about this, if there was infinite time, then someone would have existed before us, some other aliens, and they would have developed space travel, and they would have come here, so why don't we see them?
What if we are aliens?
What do you mean?
What if life on Earth came from aliens?
Well, yeah, it most likely came from an asteroid, yeah. But, what I'm saying is, like, if there's been infinite time for aliens to develop, because the universe has been around for infinite time, where are they? Why don't we see them?
Yeah.
Wouldn't they be everywhere? Think about it. How many planets would there be with life? So many. So shouldn't there be all over? And there's a few solutions to this. One of them is that extinction events are too common for any species to get off their planet. So, like, asteroids, volcanoes, other things, they're just too common, so animals never get off their planets on any planet.
Oh.
That's one theory. Another theory is that there are aliens, and they're purposely avoiding contact with us because there's a lot of things that happen when you meet some other species, like diseases, war, just the fact that they don't need to talk to us. I mean, we can't really offer them much. They're way more advanced. And the final theory is that we're the only ones by some weird miracle, which I don't know. So, yeah.
I think we're the only ones, because we're the best.
Yeah,
we're the best we know of so far, so.
I feel like that one's really viable, though.
You feel like it's what? You cut out.
I feel like it's a really viable option, though.
Yeah. Well, but if we are the only ones, then how the hell did that happen?
Well,
That's
yeah.
another thing. Because we know for a fact how.
I mean, what if life doesn't evolve that fast, though?
What do
if
you
it's
mean?
just like not common for life to happen, and we're one of the first ones?
True, that's possible, but I mean that would be insane because the universe has been around for so long. It would take that long to get a planet, right?
Well, what if it was like at the asteroid that you're talking about? What if that one?
Well, how did it get on that asteroid?
Well, I mean, just what if there's a chance that that asteroid is like, it's really rare for an asteroid to hit a livable planet, and then
well, that's a possibility. Yeah, maybe it's just so rare that it's only happened a few times throughout history, so that's the reason. That's possible, yeah.
You know what else is possible?
What?
You're gay.
Thomas, like, you gotta step up your meme game, man. Like, if you're gonna be annoying with these memes, you gotta make them good, okay? Don't just say gay over and over like I do. Like, that's my tier of meme. You gotta be, like, above that. I thought you were, like, a good memer. Like, you're just being, like, me. You can't do that,
No, he just
man.
gets all of his memes off Facebook.
No, I know, I've seen him be
Trash
good at
tubs.
memes, but he's not doing it right now. He's just being, like, me. With making crappy memes. So
Yeah, I didn't know you were fucking autistic, Thomas.
What, Mom? You wanna have dinner right now, is what you're saying? Okay. Yeah, sure.
I thought you were on my side.
I'm not on anybody's side.
But I love you, Hannah.
Hey, guys.
Love is a pretty trust word.
What happens if Pinocchio says, my nose will grow?
His penis is like...
What?
Okay, but think about this, Sebastian. So if Pinocchio lies, his nose grows, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if he says... What happens if he says, my nose will grow?
Then he's telling the
His
truth
nose
and it doesn't
won't
grow?
His
If
nose.
he's telling the truth, it doesn't grow. But if he's telling the truth, it should grow, right? So then it's a lie. No, think about it. It's a paradox. Because if he's telling the truth...
Well, maybe you phrased it weird. Maybe if he says, my nose is gonna grow right now.
Okay.
Maybe he has seeds.
Same
Maybe he's
That's
talking about his
a
penis.
lie.
No.
If he says, my nose is gonna grow right at this exact moment.
Okay, but so that's true. So, but his nose can only grow when he lies. Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay, how about it just, if he says that, then his nose just instantly starts going in and out uncontrollably and he can't...
Yeah.
Or shorty.
That would be the best way to just break that curse, I guess. I don't know.
And that's the end of Pinocchio for you kids.
Yep. That's how you kill Pinocchio.
What is that one about the cat in the box?
Schrodinger's cat.
Oh yeah, that one's awesome. I like that one a lot.
They really did it too. We don't know. Like, how did they do it again? They like poison a cat.
I thought it's impossible to, because it's like quantum stuff.
No, yeah, it's... I don't know. It's a thought experiment. I don't remember how it worked. I remember the grandfather one, if you want to hear that.
Yeah.
So, okay. So let's say you're a time traveler, right? And
Yeah.
this is one of the reasons that time travel doesn't make any sense and is probably impossible.
Yeah, I don't think that time travel is possible, dude.
Yeah.
There's like those YouTube videos saying, time travel is confirmed!
Okay, so think about this. So, you're a time traveling guy. You got a time machine, right?
Mhm.
So, you decide you're going to go back in time and kill your grandfather because you really hated your grandfather.
Yeah.
Then you die. Then.
So, hold on. So, you go back in time and you kill your grandfather, right?
Then you're dead now, and then...
So your grandpa dies, your dad's never born, your mom never has you, and so
you're dead.
you never exist, right?
Then you're gone.
But answer me this, who killed your grandfather if you never exist?
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't work. It doesn't work at all.
It doesn't make sense, because if you went back and killed your grandpa, then you don't exist, but then no one went back and killed your grandpa because you never existed. So
you know who did
it just
kill the
doesn't make
grandpa?
sense. No one did because you.
No, this is
No,
this
that's
is what
what this
happens.
guy
This
did.
is what happens. A bunch of boxes start appearing, and then Man Ray's there, and you keep killing you keep dumping Man Ray in a vat of something,
What?
but then it keeps going away, and then it just keeps kind of like an infinite loop of just SpongeBob and Patrick's.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
You like SpongeBob? What are you, gay?
Oh yeah. Wait, does smacking when you're building your sentry, does smacking it before it is built, does that still make it go faster even if you don't have to
Yes.
jag?
Yes.
Okay,
No.
Because it just seems like it does, just from doing it.
No, it doesn't. You're lying.
Is somebody watching Scarce again?
Fuck you, Thomas.
I'm not watching Scares. What are you talking about? I don't even hear it.
Exactly.
What?
Hey guys, it's Scarce here.
Okay, everyone shut the fuck up for a minute. It stopped now that we actually addressed it.
So Jack, you got any other cool science paradoxes?
Sure. You want me to do another one?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's this time traveler, right? Another one.
Mhm.
And he is a really big fan of Beethoven.
Oh wait,
So-
I have a question.
What?
Is he gay?
Yes.
Yep.
So he's a
Neato.
huge fan of Beethoven, right? So he decides he wants to meet Beethoven. So he goes back
So he
in time.
sucks him off.
He goes back in time and he meets and he tries to meet Beethoven.
Oh, it's
But-
getting good.
When he goes to his hometown, no one knows who he is or has ever heard of him. His parents haven't heard of him. The townspeople haven't heard of him. No one knows who he is. So the guy is worried that he messed something up in time because he never existed.
Shut up, Hunter.
So, yeah, seriously. So, okay, so he goes back in time and he's horrified because he thinks that the world will never know Beethoven now. So,
Good.
he decides to start writing the Beethoven songs himself. He brought them with him. So he composes all the songs and
So he put a
releases
whole
them.
bag of belly beans up his ass.
He releases them as his own songs. And
A
he
whole bag
and he
of
says
jelly
his name
beans
is Beethoven, right? Because he doesn't want the world to not have Beethoven. And so the world goes on as normal. But here's my question. Who wrote those songs in the first place?
It's just the same thing as a grandfather one.
Yeah, it sounds like the freaking. That one makes it sound like possible, like it actually will work.
How so?
Well, because it's
Just
like
think about it. He went back in time with the discs and composed it
But
again.
he's not Beethoven then. He's not Beethoven then.
Right, but he changed his name to Beethoven because there was no Beethoven.
Exactly. So
What?
this is why I think it's
Oh,
not.
this is
It
very
works is
confusing.
just because it like. Because
How
then
does it work,
we
though?
know Beethoven is Beethoven, but then Beethoven's not Beethoven.
Okay, but in this world, he never actually existed. It was just the time traveler guy.
But who's the time traveler?
Because
guys?
he
Is it
went
Ice
back in
Cube?
time. No. Stop. Dang.
Is it Donkey?
It's
Yeah,
it's
it's
still
done.
different. It's hard to explain. It's a little bit different.
Is it GF?
My name's Jeff. Funny
I'm gonna
one.
look up some nice old riddles for you guys because I'm bored of riddles. I can't wait for the summer so I can be bored of shit. Hard riddles. That's... Oh. What is harder to catch the faster you run?
Niggers.
A football.
Diabetes?
That's actually true, Thomas. I would say
Diabetes?
that's-
Is it
Wait.
diabetes?
Oh, I don't even know the answer.
Because the faster you run, the less like you'll get more in shape. You won't get diabetes. But
Diabetes.
it's harder to catch it as you run faster. Is that it?
Oh, I don't know. I just read something off. I'm a dumbass. Alright. Ooh, Adam and Eve. That's great. Okay. Here's what, because these ones actually show me the answers. Let me make sure this one's good. Okay. Here's a good old
Is
riddle
it
for you.
Gucci fam?
No, it's actually lasagna. But
Lasagna.
who makes it has no need of it. Who buys it has no use for it. Who uses it and can neither see nor feel it? What is it?
Oh my god, that's a very
It's too
intense
long.
one. That's a very
It's a
in-depth
coffin,
one.
guys. It's a coffin.
Okay, well, it was too long. I forgot.
If you thought,
Yeah, I forgot it too. That was pretty long.
you want me to reread it now?
No,
that you
do
know
a
the
different one. It's too long.
Yeah, that one's kind of like.
Well, you know what else is too long? My dick. Leave me alone. Okay.
Oh.
He doesn't have a penis though.
What can travel around the world while staying in a corner?
Me.
A
The
guy
flag.
on a corner of a plane.
No, it's a stamp, you idiot.
That's actually a pretty good one.
He just sits in the corner of the plane while it flies around the world. There, he did it.
What has a head and a tail but no body? This is okay. If you guys don't get this, you're retarded.
A boat.
A fish.
A coin.
Niggers.
What?
A
A
Oh,
coin.
fish
God.
has a body.
No, what has a head and a tail but no body?
A fish.
A
A
coin.
boat.
Well, a
Oh
boat
my
kind of
God.
has a body too.
Oh yeah, it's the coin then.
What has
Wait, but the
an
coin has a body though. It's that,
Well,
it's like that halfway part.
Yeah, the halfway part. Come on, this one's a bad
Don't
one.
Bad meat.
What has an eye but cannot see?
Niggers.
Words with the letter I in them.
No.
Yep.
A needle.
What?
Ooh, hey, that's pretty good.
That's a bad one. That's a bad one.
No,
to
that
be
was a
quite
good
honest.
These
I
have like
don't know.
multiple solutions though.
I know, right? Alright. Which word in... I can't even read. If you have me, you want to share me. If you share me,
Facebook.
you haven't got me. What am I?
Facebook.
Too long, didn't
Ah.
read.
Ah!
Wait. No. Say it again. Say it
Okay,
again. This
I'm
one's a
gonna
good
say
one.
it really slow, okay? Thomas, if you get this right, I'll pay you payday. I'll get you payday too. If you shut up and actually get it right.
Okay.
If you have me, you want to share me. If you share me, you haven't got me. What am I?
Virginity.
Prostitute.
Secret.
Oh.
Did you
wow,
like my?
that was
Did you like my
cheap shot
try?
at me.
Yeah, virginity works too.
Yeah.
Facebook works too.
All right. I'm just gonna look up one word riddles. So there's only one. Oh, what the fuck? All right. Wait, maybe I should search up one solution riddles because then there's only one. Solution. Fucking riddles are gay. Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. You know what? I'm actually gonna look up some spooky stories in like 2 sentences or something. I'm bored.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Scary stories in...
To tell in the dark. Do you guys remember those books?
Yeah,
Dude, I
those are
remember.
actually pretty...
Oh yeah, they were actually
Scary.
legit scary. Some of them were like I got messed up reading a couple of them.
Those were like Halen's drawings. That's...
Yeah, dude.
Scary stories in 2 sentences. Reddit. Ah, all right. That's fine, I guess.
What?
Whack. 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 Whack.
All right. Oh wait, you already read a lot of these. Tell on this, never mind.
Wait, what?
Growing up with my cats and dogs, I get used to the sounds of scratching at my door while I slept.
Oh.
Now that I'm alone, it's just much more unsettling.
Yeah.
That okay. I'm gonna get all spooked up, man. I swear.
No, don't do it, Hannah.
Does someone want to watch some like spooky